Welcome back to Slay the Princess. I am going to play a new game because the last one was just a test, so I have been dibble-dabbling a little bit, but I don't know the end results for anything. Like, I haven't reached a conclusion, so bear with me. This will be pretty interesting, I think.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason why she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, doesn't it? Explore, can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you ever considered maybe I'm okay with ending the world? Whoa, that's kind of dark. Do I get some sort of reward for doing it? Oh, okay, you know
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
what? Bet.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Ooh, pick it up.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah. Alright, I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Well, right, I mean, that's why I picked it up. Thank you for clarifying. Oh, I have a little dagger in my hand now. That's pretty cool. Look at that. It's pretty detailed. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Heck yeah, dude, that's spirit.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Alright, we can't kill her, boys. Sorry, she's cute. She sounds pretty.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Alright, let's do a whole 180 right now.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Ah, right. Yep. Okay, don't get manipulated. Stop being a simp. This is only a 2D character. Let's go. Hi! Hi. Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you? And then continue down the stairs. I'm just gonna...
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Yes, exactly.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
What happened with the other chain is obviously another one, but it looks broken.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way! Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. That's a good response. Like, hey, did you take a cookie and then, or did you take my powdered donut? And then you have like a face full of powder and you go like, nuh-uh. That's what I'm thinking. Like, are you here to kill me? I have a knife in my hand. Nuh-uh. Here to cut some bread for you, my lady.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I mean, do I want to find out now, or do I want to play it by trying to pull the trust card or something? I think she's gonna manipulate me either way.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
True. Drop the blade. Oh, jeez. Alright, this is it. This is the moment of truth. We're not simps here.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Oh.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
That's possible.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Dude, grab the blade back. Like, don't leave yourself defenseless.
But is it over? Really over?
Probably not. No, of course not. That was too easy.
Over. Don't get all worked up.
Dude, don't pressure it being, don't de-escalate it, dude. She's literally like, oh, you think this will actually kill me? Like, I don't trust that.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Why would you check for a pulse? Just stab her again, dude.
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah, remove the blade.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
I like how I'm like the hero. My hand looks just awful. Am I a ghoul or something?
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Yeah, what the heck am I, dude?
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Oh.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Oh!
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Dang, the narrator was really trying to save me.
See you around.
Dang.
It was so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you.
Dang.
For whatever that's worth.
That's crazy.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Dang, dude. What? Chapter 2? What? I thought I died.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Oh, okay, so... Oh, does it just take away that option or something? No? Yeah.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
No, we didn't.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Voice of the cheated.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Yes, sir.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Nah. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
We mostly listened to you. How were we supposed to know she'd spring back to life?
If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
So, sorry if I'm using the auto thing. I was trying to get used to that, but for some reason it was like working pretty fine and it just kind of stopped, and I'm just gonna keep clicking instead.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all. Just be quick about it. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Alright, fair.
Oh, and don't get stabbed.
Alright, yeah. Alright, that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't...
Like, I'll just continue, honestly. Let's just try that again.
Oh, she will lie, she will cheat.
Yeah,
You couldn't
yeah,
beat
I
me, no
think
one to look, just stay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip the voice of the cheated. That might have been important, but we've already been through that one part, so...
The interior of the cabin is a
sick.
jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So this is like a completely alternate universe, it seems. Can I approach the mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
I kind of want to see what I look like.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Yeah, I look really fancy with my fingernails like that.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Yeah, it's a whole different...
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Sure.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this. You take the blade from the table.
Yeah.
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
My hands just strangle
Feels a
her.
bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
That sounds so AI generated. What the heck?
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Okay, a different setup too.
I wonder if she remembers us.
What is that? What is that, the window or something?
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Is she chained by the hand or the foot?
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right? That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
Touché.
Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
You don't know, I'm probably just protecting myself.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
Huh.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Dang, there's a lot of different... Wow. Yeah, I'm not trusting this body. I think I might say this.
Of course I won't.
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess.
Oh.
I don't like the way you said within arm's reach.
You hear the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Jesus Christ, that gave me a jump scare.
Whose meat? Not ours, right?
Hers, at first. Then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Hee.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
Yeah, her arm turned to a blade. What the heck?
You're going to die now.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow,
crazy.
she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That is absolutely crazy. How was I gonna predict that, dude? What? The arms race, dude. How?
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Okay.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp,
a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
No way.
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Wow.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Wow, what the heck is this, like, fourth wall and stuff?
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
No, I didn't know that, sorry.
That can't be right, that's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do? So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Alright, let's approach it.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
That's interesting.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Okay, alright, I don't need to hear
Reach
that.
forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Dang, she knows we're stuck.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Dude, what the...
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Oh my god. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. these ideas suck. Think of something better. I mean,
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
try an alternative.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
Dang.
Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead, and that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Dang, dude.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
Dang.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. As long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
I'm on debating on like trying to talk with her, just fighting with her. I think she just wants a fight. I don't know. Talk, try to.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Yeah, this is a loophole we could never get out of.
We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Her arms just keep getting worse.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Mutually assured destruction, just mad. It's gone mad.
Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Dang, this guy has multiple personality disorder.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
I would too, man.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
He threw in the towel.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet though that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes you as you approach. But as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into her play, the faster your hearts pound and the faster the momentum volleys between you. The endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Is that it? You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. We're gonna see ourselves? You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. What is that? You are alone in a place that's empty, and it's quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Wow. Attack the entity. Destroy your body.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
True.
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh, I have to keep talking.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess from doing destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being somatic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'll wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Okay. Wait forever? Nah, I'd rather just forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Interesting.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, well, I think it's fair to take a break, because, I mean, that was already a lot for just one path. I'm not sure, like, where this will continue, but I am pretty excited for it. But until next time, guys, this has been the Korean playing Slay the Princess.